Welcome to the next installment of our Advanced Squad Leader tutorial. In our previous videos, we covered the counters, infantry movement, firing principles, use of the IFT, and morale checks. In this video, we will cover defensive fire principles. The defensive fire phase is unique because it takes place during the opposing player's movement phase and during defensive fire phase. We will also cover residual firepower. It is the German movement phase. The rally phase is done and the German prep fire phase has already occurred. The Russian 447 with its medium machine gun and 8.0 leader are the defending units involved in this example. The 467 unit, located 4 X's away in the woods, moves out into the open ground announcing 1. The Russian player announces hold, defensive first fire. The shot against the German is 8 down 2. Several possibilities can happen depending upon the dice roll of the Russian player. The roll is a white 4 and a red 3. The machine gun has not maintained its rate. First, there is a 2 morale check against the German squad, which the squad passes. The total firepower in the hex was 8. There is a 4 residual firepower in the hex. Any of the units that enter that hex will get hit by a 4 down 2 shot to the rest of the movement phase. The Russian squad and medium machine gun are marked to the first fire counter. Now the 467 squad moves again in the line of sight of the Russian squad. Now the squad can shoot in subsequent first fire at this squad in the next hex. Whatever firepower the squad exerts in that hex will be area fire, so it will be halved. Just the squad itself fires without the medium machine gun because of the fear of sustained fire penalties. Then it will be a 2 down 2 shot. After the shot, there will be a 1 residual firepower in that hex. Now the squad is marked with a final fire counter. The Russian player rolls a red 2 and a white 5 on the 2 firepower column, which results in a normal morale check. The German squad passes this morale check with a 4. Now the German squad moves next to the 447 medium machine gun and 8.0 leader. The Russian can now final protective fire at the Germans as they move next to them. This time the shot will be doubled for point-blank fire and halved its area fire. Since this is an FPF shot, the Russian player has to use his medium machine gun this time. The shot will also be a morale check against the units involved. The Russian player rolls a 6 and his squad and leader pass the morale check, and the medium machine gun does not break. The 6 is also the roll against the Germans. 6 minus 2 results in a 4 on the 8 firepower column. A 3 morale check. The Germans pass with a 3. Now, the German moves one more hex, still next to the 8.0 447 and medium machine gun. The Russian FPFs again, but this time he rolls a 9 on the shot. Both the Russian leader and squad break, but the shot goes off on the 8 table with a minus 2 modifier. So the final modified dice roll is a 7. Which is a 1 morale check. The German squad fails by rolling an 8 and breaks there. Since the medium machine gun was suffering from sustained fire penalties, it malfunctioned as well. Sustained fire makes a war weapons break at 2 less. Because the medium machine gun malfunctioned, it does not leave any residual firepower, so only a 2 residual is there. The next example shows the effects of soft hindrances on residual firepower. For every +1 that affects the original shot into the hex, but not the TEM of the target hex itself, lowers the residual firepower by 1 column. In this instance, you will see that the 4 residual firepower usually placed after a 447 and medium machine gun shoots will only get you a 2 residual firepower. In this example, it is the German movement phase. The 467 moves from N7 to N6. The Russians fire as the Germans enter the hex. The original shot is 8 flat because of the +1 hindrance due to the grain and the FFNAM modifier of the squad. The dice roll is a 7 with a red 4, so the medium machine gun does not maintain rate. The residual firepower to be left starts out at a 4, but the +1 hindrance reduces that to a 2. Any units that enter that hex the rest of this movement phase will be subject to a 2 down 1 shot due to the FFNAM and the residual firepower. The squad in this case passes the 1 morale check and then spends another 1.5 and enters 07. The Russian fires again at the Germans, now as area fire because it is subsequent first fire. The shot is 8 down 1 and leaves a 4 residual firepower. Because this time there was no hindrance to interfere with the 4 resid firepower. There is more to learn about the defensive fire phase, but this introduction will get you started. Remember, these videos are good, but the game is meant to be played. Find an opponent and dive in. Don't worry about mistakes and just enjoy this wonderful game. If you can find an experienced player to help you along, all the better. If you liked this video, please like us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Feel free to contact me at jdhobbies@live.com, and thank you for your attention.